One, I did see Luke Smith post
Yeah, he
about
brings
weapon
that up too.
changes. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
It seems like they're already trying to make changes, and again, I will not say that Activision was the sole proprietor in any bad decisions made for Destiny, but it seems like they're
Right.
trying to distance themselves from the Activision version already. Just
Yeah.
trying to make changes to make people comfortable that they're doing things right.
Huh. Melee 3.0 coming in Warframe.
3.0. Okay, so do you know when 2.0 went through?
Like 2 months ago, 3 months ago?
2.0 went through before we really started playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how long that's been in the game. So I'm interested to know what. Oh, I know what it is. I think that's where they were talking about not wanting like certain melee weapons to clip through walls and stuff. They want to make it more realistic.
That's gonna be impossible because there's like some weapon like the throwing weapons and stuff like
Uh,
oh, damage changes are coming, so the weaker melee weapons are gonna be capable of standing tall with the tried and trues.
I can't wait to be a Glaive Prime boy.
The video clip is the glaive.
See, that's nice because there were so many melee weapons in that game that we never got the luxury of being able to use in any real regard.
Yeah.
That are fun, like the Dual Commerce
Just
Prime. They have some
yeah.
great looking attacks.
Hell yeah. And the nunchucks, I loved using them, but
But
there was
nunchuck.
just so many better weapons. Oh, did you the photo I sent you specifically yesterday? It was like smile if your anime still has an adaptation.
Hang on. The other squishy-faced fucks don't deserve it, Goku, but that's besides the point.
So it's gonna sound really like funny and stupid out of context.
Right.
Um, but in the new Dragon Ball movie, the final fight music will be a little bit of a spoiler, but not really because literally everything was shown in trailers.
Dun,
Sounds
dun,
great
dun,
and funny at
dun,
the
dun.
no,
Oh.
not quite.
Bad news for us here at the prison.
Okay, listen to this.
The enemy fell for our decall base. With all the fake planes and trucks we have out, it must have looked to them like the Arsenal Air Force was about to go under attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us.
Oh
This
my
is
god,
our
really?
time. We won't sell
Yeah,
this to them, so go ahead. Bomb us.
and then
In their eyes, we were
wait for the
expendable.
chorus, I guess
Worth
technically
less than
to
the
kick
fake
in.
planes in the bunkers. No biggie. Well, I made fake planes.
Oh
They
yeah,
had me
that
put
streamy
together
boy,
some
but yeah.
working ones.
Yeah,
Then some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people that
and keep in mind they're fighting the
it didn't
entire
matter what
time.
we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes.
Oh my
But in the
god.
end, it was all just for show.
I love the
So, up they
chanting.
went,
It's just
day
it's
after
funny.
day after
Yeah.
day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get us out
Uh,
of here.
I'm gonna be
I
really
really,
sad
but yeah.
because I started thinking I was
My
watching the
dad
Death
died
Stranding
flying for
trailers
the
again,
Ursian Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most
I'm
dangerous
under the
missions is
impression
giving them
slash
cover to
concern
retreat.
that
Whoever signed up for that was a real
for some reason or another,
But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had
Nuclear
to cover the
by
rear
Mike
guard's
Oldfield,
retreat.
the trailer song for
That was my
Phantom
dad's
Pain,
job.
Metal Gear Solid
And
5,
one time,
was not in the
he
game.
said it was too late for him.
Don't get me wrong,
Said
I got no
anyone else
problem with
would
my
have done the
helicopter
same.
roller cut blasting.
I
Friday,
found that out
I'm
from a war
in
buddy
love.
of his when he came to tell me how my dad
But
died.
just blaring it over
The
the
next time the
loudspeaker
retreat happened,
while I'm being
my dad
shot.
volunteered to be in the rear guard.
But I was really hoping Nuclear would be in it. Time period wise,
died
it wouldn't make sense, but
No
I
one
wanted
came
it
to
there.
help.
And I
The
really
news nearly broke
want
me. Of all the ways to
Asylums
get
for the
killed,
Feeling
that's gotta
from
be
the
most
third Death
pathetic
Stranding
one
trailer
ever.
to be in the
Am I
game
right?
for when we're walking around. And I know it's not going to be, and I'm going to be sad.
There's a rumor going around about another inmate. The guy they brought here a little while ago.
Such a good song.
Get this. Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa. And why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of
So
this
many
place.
games I can
It's all
play.
fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
I see what they're going for here, and it's very Ace Combat of them. But I am not fond of Trigger quite as much as I figured I probably would be.
I'll let you in on some juicy info.
What do you mean?
The new guy was found
Her
guilty,
character is just
but
kind
the
of
International
meh.
Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh.
I'll say this. At least it doesn't feel like
His tech name's Trigger.
we only have this
Now,
character
as of
because she's a
today,
diversity
he may be
token
attached to
character.
the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes.
The demo's crazy. It's you literally have a half-hour time limit and one shot to get as much done as possible, or beat the demo.
But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base.
I mean, I find that to be an interesting way of doing it. I don't have a problem with
it
it in
is.
particular.
This base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack. Incoming! Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual.
Boom! Everything goes red. Incoming! Switch off the alarm, that's the usual.
The darn thing's busted.
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
Well, I wonder if they'll actually let me use my MiG.
Whoa there.
Hey, hey.
I couldn't help it.
Yeah, that's okay. Hello, people in the stream. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh Christ.
What?
They're not gonna let me use my MiG. The only reason I'm getting that vibe is because they've just given me 2 new planes and they're like, yeah, we don't expect you to shoot any bombers down, we just want to make it look like we could put up a fight. Meanwhile, I'm guilty for supposedly killing a former leader. And they're like, yeah, you know, just fly around a bit. We'll send the guiltiest ones first. Like, that's actually what they said. It's like, we'll send the guiltiest ones first, starting with Harling's murderer. I'm like, well, that sounds like me.
Looks like me.
Wait, that is me. What? Machine gun pod. Oh. Huh, that's neat. Straight rockets. I don't want to use them. I don't want to use a 21, but I also don't want to use an F-104.
What game do I want to play?
Oh, check the stream for a second. I want to point out the wing style on this one plane in particular.
The stream is way behind.
I assume it's roughly, on my end it looks to be about 8 seconds-ish. Alright, right here.
Huh.
That plane, if it wasn't for the fact that because of the forward swept wings, it would have some, like, it had some real, not reliability issues, but more, well, yeah, kind of reliability issues with the airframe. It apparently, under high G turns, caused the wings to flex too much, considering the angle they were at. So it had a risk of being a real problem. It never saw the implementation that it could have, and it's really sad because it's an awesome looking plane. Yeah, I think I gotta use the MiG, because I'm not flying around in a... You know what? What am I going to do? Because... Yeah, you know what? I'll fly the 104. I'm okay with making things difficult on myself. Right, and that's the unarmed one. Semi-active or high power? Well, it sounds like I'm going after bombers, so the high power would help, and I can just use my regular missiles for faster craft.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Time to get busy, you worthless lot of convicts. Start shooting things. I had this one mission I was playing last night where I failed it like 3 times in a row. Right at the very end. Because I was running out of time. I was like, well, there's no way that I can actually kill all these things in the allotted time. So what do I do? And apparently these drones were flying in and getting really close to this one craft that I had to protect. I just have to kill the ones that get close.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for spare 80s forcing a takeoff.
So just hit the air brake, slow down, and ride right behind it and just shoot down everything that gets close.
Trigger, your call sign is spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception. Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now. My blood's boiling! Toss the jumping
I'm confused.
About?
So I'm finally starting up Zone of the Enders.
Oh, okay.
And when it wants you to give the verbal responses, there's no dialogue.
Oh, right.
I don't understand why.
The music, dude. The music right now is just totally selling this experience for me.
Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you? This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base. You don't gotta smoke. I'll owe you one. If any of you die, just think of it as you atone for your crimes. Much appreciated. One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot
Bring
down.
it.
You hear me? Righto.
There you go. Oh yeah, so I found out I'm really bad at that game.
These guys are absolute dicks.
Why is that?
They're not letting me use my guns. They have our weapons disabled because they're just supposed to make noise.
Oh. You need to make smoke.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKinsey? Damn it! Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs.
There we go.
Weapons free. You're cleared to
I'm talking.
engage.
And what were you saying?
Mercy.
Oh, I'm really bad at Ace Combat.
Yeah?
I, for whatever fucking reason, just cannot, like, use the machine gun or fire non-tracking missiles without fucking crashing. Because, like, the targets that are on the ground during the second mission, I'm trying to hit them with the gun, but I can't, like, get the proper
No,
angle
you
to
use
aim.
tracking missiles.
Oh, you're supposed to use tracking missiles?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to the other guns here. Or the other missiles. There you go.
That's the other thing. How are we supposed to have, 60 to 70 plus missiles on our jet?
We're not. The game's just
I know
very
it's not.
lenient, because otherwise you'd be fucked.
Yeah. And also it'd be very boring. And it's not like this game's supposed to be a flight simulator anyway, it's supposed to be a fun arcade flyer.
Yeah, if you want a game that's super flight simmy that you have to shoot in and actually manage shit, should get Arma.
Arma.
Yeah.
Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Stop watching your own asses and look up.
Allow me to educate you. You get your tail marked with scratches. Scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harley's murderer. Sorry, but I'm gonna get the top score.
Too hot, too hot, too hot. Slow down, slow down. Oh god. Yeah, let's be cool, be cool. The bombers aren't very fast. There you go. Whoa, whoa. Why are we here? Just a second. Go on.
You can do this work. Anyone up for some poker tonight? Fox 2.
There we go.
Missile in the air. Heads up.
One's dead.
Focus on destroying the target.
I wish they'd stop
Hey, do
firing
you
missiles at
remember-
me.
How dare they fire back?
It's not that they're firing back, they're mad at me trying to kill their bombers. I wish they wouldn't be.
How dare they? Okay. Do you remember on on Zone of the Enders how to do the spirit bomb attacks?
It's like you hold the energy charge thing and then circle maybe? You have to be stationary.
Oh, right. You gotta be right. I forgot you gotta be stationary for that shit.
next. Oh. Alright, hang on. Where are we going? Where are we going? Don't get shot down now. They haven't been able to tag me with a single rocket yet, and I haven't used my flares.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need to yap to pull the trigger.
Oh, we got 160s now? Okay, there we go.
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck. This is a pretty nice ride. Twin service pretty good. Can't believe these seats used to be strapped. Just what kind of magic would she have on the seats anyway? What her problem is, acting like she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen.
I wonder if on hard difficulty, because we're on normal right now, I wonder if on hard difficulty it actually bumps up the tracking of the missiles. That'd be neat.
Probably. It's probably like super aggressive.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, there we go.
Targets are still active.
That's a little bit closer than I really wanted it to be.
We'll go. Man and McKinsey, please maintain silence for the moment. Trigger got most of them. Maybe that was tough luck, tabloid. Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades.
Come on, gotta get my missiles off.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack! Wow, look at Trigger go. Like a shot. 3 targets remaining.
There's the bomber. Maybe it's higher? Oh, okay.
I should have put it all on Trigger.
Let's sweep from side to side.
Bingo! Good going. That cheers me up. Pipe down and keep your mind on the move. 2 targets remaining.
Oh, I got tagged. I'm not dead, but
Now the paper mache strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Guess every bandit is dog has an idea how to end the war. 1 bandit left. Take him down now. First come, first serve.
damn.
All targets confirmed.
That's really irritating. I was doing so well, too.
Still alive, Harling's murderer? And dinner's on me tonight. Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing? Then you win. So what, you're not done? Just checking. Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed.
Oh, calm down.
Bank left.
Calm those tennis.
1,500 meters. Raise your nose. You're too low. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Right. Stand by for your next sortie.
Awesome.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget. Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now. My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. If he makes it back, you land your ass as Champ's gonna survive? Anyone want to bet on it? Spare 15, take off confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted.
I mean, I
Go.
don't need a recall.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked. Damn, you're good.
Okay, that's odd. Beep boo boo bop boo boo bop. There you
Gameplay.
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh man. So, in the true, vaguely fantasy parts of this game,
Mihai's granddaughter.
a few things have railguns and pulse lasers.
They were well behaved, possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about.
Oh my god, it's Boss
I'm
from...
sure everyone on the base did the same.
Oh god, that was
Such
really funny.
fallen creatures.
Boss.
Yeah, with the suit, with the white suit and the
Every
guy's
night,
hair from the back,
crowd
he
would
looked
gather
so
around
much
Mihai.
like Boss from Catherine.
They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then,
That's a name.
revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed.
Alright then.
He pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom.
I did find out this game's at least
Mihai
20
surprised
missions
them
long,
all
which
by
was
signing
refreshing.
up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen.
That was a
He
lot
then
longer than I was
accepted
really
into the Air
thinking it was
Force
going to be.
Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she
The
was like
gameplay,
the sun,
the
around which
graphics,
everything seemed to
the
orbit.
character design,
Her
as
face
far
was
as the
so
actual
expressive.
design of them goes.
It's no wonder that
Everything
people of
about this is
war-torn
fantastic,
country
but
instantly
the
felt at
story has
ease
one
when they
big
saw her
issue.
speeches.
Alright, what would that be?
First rule of storytelling,
They stopped
show,
singing.
don't tell.
The pilots of the
They are
Supreme
Yeah.
literally
Force
doing the
Armies,
exact opposite.
even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I
But,
wonder how Mihai felt about all of this.
I feel like 5 had that problem
It
for a
was
little
my
bit
job to
too.
research his neurological data,
Probably.
after all. I wish I could figure him out.
I
Whatever
mean,
his feelings
the games
were
aren't
about
based
his
around their
homeland,
story. They're based around the
kept hidden,
play. Like,
even from
much
me.
like Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo is a fine example. That game doesn't have a story, but the focus isn't on the fluff. The focus is on the machines. And they do that. And they do it so well that the story not being anything to write home about is not a knock against it at all. Because especially with a game that's focused around flight, not that I would bash it because I had a lot of fun with it, but Tom Clancy's Hawks and Hawks 2 are fine examples of what happens when you completely overdo a story in a flight game.
And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way we can
You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy.
It's a case of sending in a regular force to clean
So
them
basically what they want us to do is fly over their AA turrets and figure out where they're at by taking fire.
And aircraft repairs. However,
This is the least efficient military I've seen in
only
hours.
The regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
Oh my god. So I just realized how much of a bind I'm in.
Oh yeah, why's that?
18 air targets, 113 ground targets.
Oh boy.
And a lot of AA. Alright, what am I looking at? AA guns, SAM sights, radar towers. What do you mean a crappy use of air assets? How so? Oh my god. Every time I go into the aircraft tree, it is so Gran Turismo menu music. Like it's clubbing me over the head with menu music. Another mission in the 33 is mine. Oh yes. I mean, we're a decoy because we've effectively been accused a little bit earlier in the story of killing a former leader of this entire country. So, in doing that, they're like, yeah, so you're a prisoner now. We're just gonna send you wherever we need you. If you die, oops. Nobody really wanted you alive anyway, but you're useful for right now. And the planes they're having us fly are all just reassembled pieces of scrap out of a graveyard, so... Man, I want to get the Mirage, I want to get the F2, and I can afford both of them right now together, but the 33 is the cost of 4 of them. That's why I'm really, concerned about getting down to the 57 and the F-22, is because... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. If you have a flight stick that's compatible, then it makes it so much better. May, what was your experience with the analog controller?
It wasn't horrible.
I assume it's one of those, if you play flight games more than none, it's probably doable.
Yeah. Hey, I just got beginner's luck.
Wait,
oh my
in
God,
what?
that was cool. Zone of the Enders.
Okay. For killing the boss in 1?
Yeah.
Nice.
I had 90% damage.
There's a ton of parts that are actually locked behind multiplayer, which I find to be really interesting, and the parts are usable only in multiplayer.
For Zone of the Enders or for...
Ace Combat. Ace Combat.
Yeah.
Like, to get down to that tree, you have to achieve Airman First Class rank in PvP, and then every single attachment that's down there, like, decreases missile reload time, increases missile lock-on range, increases missile flight distance, Greatly increases machine gun and machine gun pod fire concentration, so more accurate machine guns. Increased roll stability, acceleration, yada yada yada. But they're all multiplayer only. So it looks like there's actually a really neat amount of customization of the multiplayer side of things. And I found out that a couple of multiplayer lobbies, it looks like, are going to have a system in place to where you have a cost limit on your plane, so you can only install upgrades up to a certain amount. That way you don't have one plane that's got an unfair advantage against all the other planes, because that person's played the game longer. You're limited to tools within a certain price bracket. Which I think is a good system of doing it. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get the, what did I say, the 33, right? Yeah. Yeah, because that one has a railgun. Thing is, I'll just have to learn to use it. Okay. Well, hey, the good news is, now I don't feel like I'm going to be limited by having to use the fucking 104 again. So, back to the MiG. And I'm fighting a lot of ground targets. Hang on. I have a feeling I'll probably end up fighting drones, so the multi-targets would be good. Rocket pod. It's an activator there. Guided bomb. Screw it. 29. I think I haven't bought any more parts. I haven't. Like, don't get me wrong. Our Air Force has had some great planes over the year, but MiGs look really cool. Like, if you look at, say you look at like a Dassault Mirage, or there we go. You look at like a Mirage, or you look at a Eurofighter Typhoon, or an F-104, or an F-15. They look like fairly basic jets. They don't look to have too much to them, but and I'm really underselling that because they're amazing planes. Let's slow.
Transport trucks spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out. It's a kind of specialty. We're hitting 3 locations. Some have air powers, and our threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you will either be used as targets. What are the odds of getting out alive? That's for you to figure out, Spare 7. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury. So, in this case to do. Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again. I'm out. Return to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back. Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys. Let's be honest here. Regulars like us are allowed to resupply.
Holy shit. There we go. That was awesome.
It's like Mad Dog's finally come around. Spare 15, Fox 2.
Wait for it. Down. Alright, yeah, I think air vehicles are pretty high on the priority list today.
Take care of it.
Let's burn the one. Oh, yeah, we're good.
That bomber's getting away. Chase him down like you mean it, morons.
God, the bombers are so slow. I can't underspeed them.
Spare 15 locked on. Fox 2. Spare 8, Fox 2. On your ass. Missile in the air. Evade.
Stick around, bitch.
Oh, I actually got tagged. Damn it. There we go. Where's he at?
Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out. Get moving to a more crowded area. Try to catch some more lead.
Okay.
You're giving me another shot? Must be my lucky day. Enemy base is divided into 3 sections. We did nothing more than destroy just one of them. Why are you acting like some big shot, Count? Trigger's the one who did most of the work.
God, those fucking flip-flops.
Vehicles have been taken out and move on to the next target. You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger. Spare 15 locked.
Really don't want to waste this one.
Trigger eliminated the target.
That was about as reasonably close as I could have gotten that.
Locked on. Spare 15 Fox 2. Finally have a read on the target. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
Yep.
The base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. It's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something. That doctrines. So what happens is tell you what to do next. Lucia has one. It probably says where and when pawns like us will die.
Or wave you.
May they already know the next strategy? Hold up. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Landog. Maybe you guys need to cool your heads off in solitary. Let me look into this doctrine thing. Bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how
There's a
many
SAM
people
site
like
that I'm
us
dealing
run
with.
known letter desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access.
There be.
Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns. Bandit in my sights. Hostile has a lock. I don't want to die by kissing the ground like an idiot.
am I using that one? Ooh. Okay. Oh god. Another AVA. There's a thing for completing every mission in the game with just the guns.
Oh my god, that... No. No.
Now, you can get a machine gun pod that gives you additional guns so everything goes down much faster. But still not optimal.
You know, after seeing how this game looks like HD remastered, I would love a modernized remake of this game. Or like a continuation.
Whoa. Okay, there we go. Oh, awesome. Oh, not awesome.
Not awesome. Not awesome at all.
Not right. I'm really sick and tired of these missiles. Didn't have it reload in time. But oh god. Damn it. That was really weird. I really need to see what I can do about getting better roll stabilizers, because occasionally, depending on your speed, when you go... Oh, fucking hell. Occasionally the plane will rapidly pitch the way it shouldn't when you go into a roll at lower speeds. It's not a stall, but it feels like it's close to it. The stall warning doesn't even come on when it happens. Alright, so...
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out. Specialty of mine. What are the odds of getting out alive? That's for you to figure out, Spare 7. You're hitting 3 locations. Some of their powers, but threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets. The fire set off a chain reaction. At least it's on the road. Heading. Aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury. So, what are we supposed to do? Trigger, rocket it on. Cut the crap. There's work to do. I'm out. Return to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back. Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys. Let's be honest here. The regulars like us are allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off? You're gonna wish this mission never ended. Looks like bad dogs finally come around. I'll try the building, so support me. Take care of the anti-aircraft guns. All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that? Smash one hostile. That was fast. Keep up the good work. Ryan.
Oh, there's so many games coming out up until the end of next month. Hell, even March is gonna games coming out.
Yep. And April. But
What's
it
in
looks
April?
like as of right now, the summer is going to be moving for us. That's good. Ow.
Be nice play.
God damn it, me. It's not even worth. It's not even worth it to fight this out.
Spare 15 launching missile. Confirmed kill on AA gun. Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out. Get moving to a crowded area. Try to catch some more lead. Sure giving me another shot? Supply looking great.
Oh, okay. Yep, that was me. That was
Base
me.
is divided into 3 sections. You did nothing more than destroy just one of them. Why are you acting like some big shot, Count? Trigger's the one who did most of the work. Why are you so proud of that, full man?
I haven't used the guns enough to be comfortable with them yet. It's missions like this that were the exact answer to the question that you asked last night.
Which part?
It's like, why would we use the guns and they give us like 70 missiles? I do find it really funny they have a restart from last checkpoint.
And then it literally just starts you over from the mission.
Yep. You hit restart mission, it just like restarts you from the beginning of Ace Combat 5. Just like, wait, what?
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you
I wonder if the port of 5 is compatible with the flight stick. I sure hope so.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out. Kind of specialty of mine. What are the odds of getting out alive? That's for you to figure out, Spare 7. You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets. Fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
Okay. This is not the Shawn intended. Could it be that this shit had some bugs before? Oh, awesome. Did not mean to fire 2 there, but, you know, whatever. There we go. All time. Yep. You dick.
Trigger just got wasted. So, welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack. We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up. It's just like before.
I'm being dumb because I'm treating it like I'm in low/zero gravity because all I've been playing is Elite.
If you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target. Transport truck spotted. Not a threat. Feel free to take them out. We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Running the NTR interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
I received a rescue signal.
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7. You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air powers, but their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
God damn it.
All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that? Scratch one hostile. That was fast. Keep up the good work. Righto. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury. So, what are we supposed to do? Spare 6. I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back. Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys. Let's be honest here. Regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off? You're gonna wish this mission never ended. Looks like Bad Dog's finally come around. Trigger, rocking it hard. Cut the crap. There's work to do. Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out.
There you go. That was a much better start.
Try to catch some more lead. You're giving me another shot? Must be my lucky day. The enemy base is divided into 3 sections. You did nothing more than destroy just one of them. Why are you acting like some big shot count? Trigger's the one who did most of the work. Why are you so proud of that full in? The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target. You're on official fly swatter now, Trigger. Enemy in gun range.
Okay. Yeah, this is going much
Finally have a
better.
read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take
Sand
it from here.
site.
Locked on target. Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns. Trigger, they have a lock on you. They have me spiked. Rest in peace.
So it looks like the goal for this one is that just that we have to hit the score threshold to end the mission, which is going well.
In gun range. AA gun down. Good work. They can't even approach you. Vehicle down. Spare 15 launching missile. They've got a lock. No way.
Go ahead and move. Ow. Ow. Not aggressive enough. Okay. Okay. Wave off of that. Yeah, we're looking good. 10,400 out of 17,000 points. Still got at least 10 minutes. Throwing myself face first into the ground isn't going to benefit me at all. There we go. 12-3 out of 17,000. Still have 8 minutes.
Enemy in gun range. Damn enemy hiding in a place like this. You can always make themselves easier to hit. Missile launched. Spare 15, target destroyed. Trigger, he's got a lock. Our attack equals limited to vehicle down.
Spare 9, Fox 2.
Target down. Enemy in gun range. Shit, all the batteries are dead.
Locked on. My finger's on the trigger. Somebody's locked on me. Someone help me out here.
The enemy's after you, Trigger. Confirmed kill on AA gun. Okay, all that's left below you is piles of rubble. Look for more enemies. Let's see if they can't hit you this time. Aircraft approaching at high speed. Bearing 280.
And now the drones are on their way.
These must be the infamous drones. Machines are not replacing humans. Calm down. We're just obstacles in the way. Don't forget your original mission. It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn.
I'll go back.
Alright.
location. Spare 15, missile array. I can't be close enough to try. 5 minutes remaining.
God, this thing's flying so slow.
Target was not hit. Spare 15, Fox 3. If you keep flying straight, you'll get hit. This is spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too. I roll a missile. Pick it up. God damn it, I did! I'm still at the table! I roll a missile. Another one! I've got a bet on me getting out of this. Hey, someone's down. Who is it? It's High Roller. He's been taken out. Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down. This is Spare 11. Enemy base 9. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops. Spare 11, just do your job. Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping. You've done a fair amount of work to their ground units, but I see some of you still hanging out. Continue with the attack. Keep yourself nice and exposed till I say otherwise. What happens to a bet when the banker's out? Another man down. There's no point. Retreat. Follow your orders. Continue the operation. Deserters will be punished. This isn't even a fight.
Alright, talk to you later, man.
Shut up. Try and stop me. I'm getting behind the trigger. Stick to the best if he wants to survive. If anyone wants to die, let him. Decision on your part. I've still got top score. 6. Count? Man, you're useless. Everyone knows you breach your numbers. Target destroyed. I'm spiked. I'll shake him. Engage or face punishment. You have no way to guard dog. You'll pay for this. Looks like we're the only ones having fun out here. Trigger, the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle who's best once and for all. Too low, it could get fired from the ground.
Now that I hit the score threshold, I assume the time just has to run out. Oh god, missiles. A lot of missiles. Ow. God, I'm just gonna fly away. Ow. Okay. No, I'm...
off are going to wish they were never born. You guys get a pass.
Damn right. I wouldn't be surprised if we're thrown in solitary too. Hey, who wants to bet who goes into solitary? That's what that gambling nutjob would say if he was still here.
Where's your sense of humor, guys? Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already. Some welcome.
You lost planes, but the mission succeeded. However, some of you crossed. This will result in solitary. Take them.
Ah, there we go. That's a new plane.
You know, I've received a medal for my ingenuity in finding a use for you cons. But just remember, if you disobey orders, there's a special place in solitary confinement for you. Your so-called right to complain was forfeited the moment you chose to break the law. Okay then, go make yourselves useful. An Osean Air Force squadron is currently entering Erusian territory for reconnaissance. Due to certain factors, their return route has been changed. The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic and rocky karst area. The enemy's radar facilities and anti-aircraft weapons hidden on the mountainside pose a serious threat. Your mission is to destroy them and get our guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger. And it is important to remember, they will send up interceptors if you're detected. So you will need to choose something useful in a dogfight. The weather won't be on your side, but you're doing this whether you like it or not. Worry about the squadron's return route, not your own. Your mission is to get them back safely, which I think is the perfect punishment for your crimes.
Okay. Seems reasonable enough. Let's do it. Looks absolutely incredible.
to taxi. Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider Squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
Low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Ah!
Trigger just crashed!
Jesus, that's some cloud cover.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider Squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Missile.
Understood.
Missile.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Trigger really screwed the pooch.
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider Squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
Missile.
We're low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles. We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Trigger just crashed!
I'm wondering what the plan is. Start high and dive straight down at it?
Spare Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain, and there's a lot of cloud cover. You will be near thunderclouds. Man, you guys were born unlucky.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Air Force Base 444 Squadron, this is Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider Squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
Low on ammunition. It'll be hard to take on hostiles.
There we go.
We'll have to rely on you guys to make it home.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog?
Missile.
Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
Missile.
The terrain makes the airstream bumpy. Don't damage those planes. Destruction of target facility is confirmed.
Caution. Pull up.
The regular force's secret reconnaissance plane is deep inside Arussia? They're investigating the ruins. That's all I know. You sure found out quick. They got a secret weapon, maybe? There's only so much I can find out.
Enough talk.
Missile. Missile.
They're in the clouds.
Spare 15 locked.
Too much, too much. Whoa. Oh, yeah.
Missile inbound. Evade.
That's insane.
Radar's working. We're under attack. Don't wait for interceptors. Use missiles.
Spear 15, missile away. Radar facilities are silent, but those SAM sites are still a threat. Eliminate them.
Do they have a death wish?
All targets destroyed, no complaints here.
Caution. Bandits inbound. Here come the UAVs.
We might have crossed the line.
There they are.
Leave this one to our friends.
Wish we'd used that hole to get home, too.
Things don't always go perfectly.
Oh, what?
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in here to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As we say in my house, there's nothing climb between bravery and stupidity. Someone flew into the thunderclouds!
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
Trigger just crashed!
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not flying in there to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As we say in my house, there's nothing climb between bravery and stupidity. Someone flew into the thunderclouds!
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
Cyclops 2 missile fired at you!
It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, behind the thundercloud like trigger.
Strider 2, enemy behind you!
Shit, this is bad. I wish I had some air-to-air missiles.
Prioritize recon squadron survival. I repeat, your top priority is to get them out safely, even if you die in the process.
Evade! Missile incoming!
Oh, Jesus.
Shake that enemy! Enemy on me!
Hostile has a lock.
UAV splashed.
Thanks. I owe you. All right, good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there.
Missile in the air. Evading.
UAV down.
Missile in the air!
Bring it on.
so you can run. Ow.
Cyclops 2, evade that missile! Cyclops 4, missile!
If they are just decoys, there are too many.
Visual on a 444 aircraft. Guess not all of them wet themselves on seeing thunderclouds.
What did you expect?
Yeah, I'm hanging in. I just hope I can hold out till help arrives. Warning! Missile! Missile in the air!
Jesus.
Objective lost.
So much lightning.
Not to let any get shot down. The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
It's impossible. I'm not flying in here to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. My house was
Alright. Whatever. Let's try it again.
The drones have jumped on the recon team.
First target is a tail to try to hit.
They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
It's impossible. I'm not flying in here to help out some assholes I don't know shit about. As we say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity. Someone flew into the thunderclouds!
Spare 15 is walking through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
Damn it, I lost too much speed.
Bastards flying just to waste fuel. Calm down. Check your HUD for errors. You'll make it if you don't panic.
Strider 2, enemy behind you.
Shit, this is bad. I wish I had some air-to-air missiles.
Prioritize recon squadron survival. I repeat, your top priority is to get them out safely, even if you die in the process.
Shake that missile off, Cyclops 3! Warning! Missile in the air!
Alright, good start. Now let's get the remaining 6 out of there. Cyclops 2, missile inbound! Bandit has a lock on me. Cyclops 4, evasive maneuvers, missile!
Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
Help by getting in between them and the UAVs.
They don't even have time to check radar. Sorry, UAVs behave strangely. Break, goddammit, break!
UAV down.
Man dog, there's still 5 aircraft in the combat zone. Cyclops 2, evade that missile!
All the way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Trio.
Strider 3, get that enemy off your ass!
Dealing with 9Gs is tough. It's just another day at the office. Why are we risking our lives to wipe someone else's ass?
Start complaining when you can keep your own nose clean.
Damn it. Suppose I'm breaking.
Missile in air for Cyclops 2!
Come on.
Cyclops 3, evade! Missile incoming!
Missile!
Bandit has a
of the clouds. Just to a thundercloud without even blinking. On my target.
Evading incoming missile.
Oh, come on.
Objective lost. I told you not to let any get shot down.
I had to choose the railgun because I'm an idiot.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air. They need our cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible. I'm not trying in here to help out some assholes in shit power. As I say in my house, there's a thin line between bravery and stupidity.
Trigger's been struck by lightning.
Calm down. Check your HUD for errors. You'll make it if you don't panic.
Someone flew into the thunderclouds.
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass.
That was too much speed.
You bastards flying just to waste fuel?
Strider 2, enemy behind you.
Shit, this is bad. I wish I had some
This is
air-to-air
the biggest
missiles.
issue with trying to fight these drones. In fact, that when you're basically...
I repeat, your top priority is to get them out safely, even if you die in the process.
Enemy on my tail. Strider 4, bandit behind you. Strider 2, check your 6.
Spare 15, watch your missile.
Cyclops 3, watch your tail.
Strider 2, missile
They
going
can
your
fly
way.
basically unlimited amounts of slow without stalling. They're more agile than any other craft in the game.
UAV splashed.
Alright, good start. Now let's get the
Can't
remaining
help but
6
feel
out of
a
there.
little bit unbalanced, but so it goes.
Evading incoming missile.
In gun range.
I've been spiked. Things are behaving strangely. Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
Help by getting in between them and the UAVs.
I don't even have time to check radar.
Target was not hit.
Cyclops 4, enemy on your tail.
Evade! Missile incoming!
Spare 15 locked on.
Cyclops 3, missile in the air!
UAV down.
Enemy on me!
There are still 5 aircraft in the combat zone.
That's all I can. It's just, actually, can I?
UAVs move swiftly. Watch your tails, guys.
I'll go for it and try to take this one.
It's gonna be a long way around those thunderclouds. All cowards, go hide in the thunderclouds like Schreier.
Strider 3, get that enemy off your ass!
Dealing with 9Gs is tough, but for those UAVs, it's just another day
I
at the
feel like we
office.
didn't move it.
Why are we risking our lives to wipe someone else's ass? Start complaining when you can keep your own nose clean.
Damn it. Wiseman 444 Squadron support incoming. Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off.
Look after the survivors.
I owe you one.
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go. Things are looking up. Finally got some good guys in support.
Looks like there's one guy who's got everyone's backs.
Cyclops 2, missile inbound. Cyclops 3 has broken off. Bad dog, it's just me and one more to go.
Spare 15. You're the only one earning any redemption today. Make sure the rest of them stay alive.
You'll let the devil with 3 sin lines go free after that.
You're in no position to call someone a devil count. Don't make me laugh.
Cyclops 2, hostile on your rear!
Not letting a damn robot shoot me down. Someone hurry up and rescue our hapless regulars.
Come on. Come on.
This is Bad Dog. Spare 15 will deal with the drones.
No, that one bird is doing all the work. We'd be losing more men if it weren't for him.
Cyclops 2 is broken off. All my guys managed to escape. Got big gratitude for you.
Cyclops 1, check your six.
Radar confirms Spare 15 has come out of the clouds.
Train just flew 25 cars out of the bike.
Cyclops 1, missile!
Oh, that's a hit. Got it.
Maintain your element. Go at
Last
it.
one. Where you at?
Cyclops 1 is hit!
Not hit, but still functional.
Spare 15. Watched it. Watch out for ice while you're in there.
Christ.
Cyclops 1 is breaking off. He could have broken off any time if he was by himself.
That's above.
Spare 15. All UAVs in the vicinity confirmed destroyed.
Nice teamwork. Thanks.
That sucks.
Tell him I'm
Good
grateful.
lord.
Copy that, Cyclops 1. Spare squadron. Mission is complete. Return to base. Wait a minute.
Oh, okay. Not using the dual shock, but I guess it wants to be connected all the same.
Oh, give me a break. You have more chores for us?
Spare 8, champ. Bogey approaching fast from the rear. All available units support Spare 8.
I don't need any support. This is all right. Damn it. He's glued to my tail. Still not firing. I ain't afraid of it. Spare 8. No dogfighting. Negative. I'm not letting this slide. Woohoo!
You could have done that sooner. I want to understand the enemy.
Shot down Champ. He was toying with him.
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30. All Spare Squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
Negative. That's not possible.
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
Alright, come on.
Cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back the damaged craft. We only need guys we can use. Spare 15, Spare 11.
No eyes
They'll
on
need to
it.
take up the rear. Forget it. Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two deal with support.
So this is where Tabloid bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Zone 2, Zone 3. I've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine. Copy that, King. Copy that.
Spare 15, caution. If your plane gets beat up, you're a sitting duck.
You got your goddamn flying lizard.
Missile away. Enemy has a lock on you.
Locked on.
This is Spare 11. Launching missile.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wiseman, you see that color? He's flying.
It's Mr. X for sure.
The pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't want to run into. Jaeger, if it comes down, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here. Understood.
guessing this is... I assume it's supposed to happen this way, and there's like a series of dialogue that I have to sit through.
Nice. There we go. 15 got him. Please respond. What's your status? My status? Well, I'm so excited.
Warning. System malfunction. Warning. System malfunction.
Missed target.
This is a hell of a fight. I really don't think I want to be fighting this low. Can't be good for me. The music's getting musicy. Ah! Damn it. That's fun. I really should have gotten the high velocity missiles. That's
Spare 10 lost. Another one. One recon aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an SU-30. All spare squadron aircraft provide support for Cyclops and Strider. Keep the bandit off of them.
I'll not worry about that.
That's not possible. Get in there with that monster, Spare 15. We're gonna lose more friendlies.
Got him.
I just sent back the damaged craft. You guys we can use. Spare 15, spare 11. From an element to take up the rear. Forget it. Trigger's taking the beast head on. You two do some more. So this is where tabloid bows out. Shit. Roger that. Will do.
Yeah, now I'm understanding.
Please respond. What's your status? My status? Well, I'm excited. Go get him. Wiseman, you see that color? He's flying? It's Mr. X for sure. Pilot of the experimental squadron's X-plane. What you think? Bandits in the clouds. Chase him down. You've got this.
Wiseman, we don't want to mess with this guy. It's clear by the way he flies. Way out of my league.
Exactly the man we didn't run into. Jaeger, if it comes down to it, we'll act as a shield. Just get my guys out of here. Understood. Missile incoming! Chaffin flares deployed. So-2, this is So-1. So-2 here, what's up? Not command. That wasn't the plan.
You're telling me there's only 2 craft taking on the orange guy?
No. Just one's taking on.
No way. I won't last a minute.
Illusion, do not engage. If he gets close, just run.
It's really difficult to try to talk at all. This is incredible.
Dodged again. Interesting. From white line, to a signal or something. We
go.
My status is fine. Do not interfere. Shawn, the clouds are moving in. Would you join the base?
Get out of here, coward.
Bandit is retreating. He managed to survive somehow.
Considering it actually gave a score value for him, I wonder if he is killable there.
Trigger, kindness gets you killed.
Hey, guard dog. Who's the guy who worked his ass off at the rear? The biggest dumbass in the unit. Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off those moves. I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it. Appreciate the help. Will you be at the base? I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
Oh my god.
Runway is clear. You have permission to land. You made it this far, don't screw up now. 3,000 meters. Too fast. Lower your airspeed.
Now we're fine.
Heading is good. Stay on course. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Great work. Nice job in not ruining a good plane. Your work's still far from done. Stand by for further orders.
That was neat.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots. But this guy swooped in like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye. Reminds me of a story Gramps told me once. He said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him. It was like seeing how a shark works when it's going after its dinner. This enemy pilot stalked Gramps' pals from below, just like how a shark would. Then one by one, he put the bite on them. Sounds like what happened to our guys today. Kinda surprised so many made it back alive. I bet when they saw what was going on, they broke formation and left their buddies to the shark. Hang on. There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Spare squadron, this mission needs to be quick.
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away.
Sorry, what?
Well, after all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
Chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that? The last pilot to land back at the base was that scrawny anarchist dude. He always had this dumb grin on his face. Like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho? I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist, he struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He talked a mile a minute and kept going on and on about library books. Not encyclopedias, those cheesy adventure novels you read in high school.
I was completely wrong.
Nothing against those. I like a good story myself once in a while. But I wasn't here to talk books.
I remember that day well. Amidst the swirling clouds, a fighter squadron was trying to help its allies reach safety.
He's pretty foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off at the edges. One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow him straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy. The one that killed Harling.
Okay, that seems kind of backwards.
How did you feel?
Whatever.
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a certain sense of pride, too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
Okay. Color me wrong.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was gonna keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to our forces is the enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll need to clear a path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.
Okay. And I think for right now I'm actually going to stop the stream. Get some stuff done. Probably gonna come back to this pretty soon, because it's a fantastic game, and I'm hoping Ace Combat 5 also is compatible with the fly stick, because I want to run through that as well, even though it's a like 15-year-old game. Alright, anybody who watched, thank you for stopping by. Anyone who's watching in the future, thank you for stopping by later, and have a good one.